So we have completed until second chapter until 2.53 verse. So anybody attended? Nobody attended, I think, online class last week. You attended. Yeah, they have something. Okay, then actually, how many of you remember that Arjuna's reason? That 5 reason he told he doesn't want to fight. So that 5 reason, anybody remember? Yes. Huh? Trying to find out. Yeah, you tell me. Compassion. Okay. Exactly. This one, right? So these are the 5 reasons Arjuna gave. First chapter was like introduction, we can say. Like who is who, what is going on. Then first, at the end of the first chapter, Arjuna told these 5 reasons he gave. I will not fight because of these reasons. You can see from verse 1.28 to 1.30, he told compassion. So what answer Krishna gave? Yeah, actually, so they are not body. Yeah, he had compassion towards the body because they are his relatives. That's why he was compassionate. He fought with many kings before Arjuna. But that time he did not say that I will not fight. But here now he has to fight with his own relatives. So that's why he undergone these problems. Then he told loss of enjoyment. So what answer Krishna gave? Karma Kanda philosophy he told. You remember what is Karma Kanda philosophy? Akarma. That is akarma. So karma kanda means one follow the things, means dharma he does according to scripture. Many people doesn't do this dharma, but they don't follow scripture. They are atheistic because they don't have faith. Faith on God or God given the verse, that is the scripture, they don't have faith. So they are called atheist. But these karma kandi people, they follow scripture. If someone follows scripture, what result they will get? Punya they will get. Somebody is not following, then they will get something like we have now some Indian rules. If you are going by road, you have to go left side only. If signal comes, then if red signal is there, you have to stop. So these are all rules. Like this Shastra also has some rules. Somebody follows, then he will not be punished. If red signal is there, if I break it, I will be punished. Right? They will put some fine, something. So like this Shastra also has some rules. So these Karma Kandi people, they will follow the Shastra and they get only Punya. So that's what Krishna is telling to Arjuna. You follow this Shastra, you get only Punya. Punya means the karma has 2 types. Correct? Okay? Pap. So for both, you have to experience the reaction. Like if you do good karma, which is Punya, then you have to take birth in some rich family and you may go to heaven also. This is Punya karma ka result है. पाप मतलब नरक में जाएंगे नहीं उनको he may get some lower body like animal he will become something that is pap. So what Krishna is telling you follow scripture, you follow the dharma. According to Arjuna is Satriya. Satriya dharma is he has to fight. So you fight, you follow your dharma, you are going to get enjoyment only. Even though if you die also, you will go to heaven because it is dharma kshetra, dharma. Then fear of sinful reaction. So that's also same thing he told. You follow the dharma, you are not going to get sin. Because by following dharma, what you are going to get? Punya only, not papa. So this destruction of family tradition, The 3.24 that verse we did not come yet. That time we will clear it. So you are clear, right? You are, some came late now. Means coming for first time, right? That's why I gave a little introduction. Arjuna told 5
Yes,
reasons that I will not fight. Krishna is giving answer to that one by one. Why you have to fight? That reason, your reason is wrong. Okay, today we are going to begin from 2.54 to 2.72. So before this, Krishna told about Buddhi Yoga. Buddhi Yoga means this is as good as Bhakti Yoga only. Doing your, see, Karma Kandi, what he does, he perform duty according to scripture. And he will enjoy the result, reaction. अब जो भी करेंगे उसका आपको रिजल्ट मिलता है, that he will accept. But karma yogi is there. Karma kandi उनको ऊपर आते कर्म योगी. He will also perform work according to scripture, but he will not enjoy the result. He will use it for good purpose. अभी बहुत लोग ध्यान करते हैं ना, so they all come under this category. So Buddhi Yoga is Bhakti Yoga. They work and they use the result only for Krishna. They don't use for any other purpose. So that is Bhakti Yoga. So that he already explained. Now from 2.54 to 2.72, Krishna is going to tell Sthita Prajna. Sthita Prajna means self-realized soul. So now Arjuna is going to ask question. Who are the Sthita Prajnas? What are the symptoms? Like how can we understand who are the Sthita Prajnas? So that we will see one by one. Anybody has question, anything regarding Buddhi Yoga, Karma Kanda, Karma Yoga, I explained. Any question? It's clear? Okay, we'll recite the verse. Arjuna Uvacha.
hello.
Sthita Pragnasya ka bhasha. Samadhi stasya kesava. Sthitadhin kim prabhaseta. Kim asita vrajate kim. So Arjuna said, "O Krishna, what are the symptoms of one whose consciousness does merge in transcendence?" Transcendence means samadhi. How does he speak? His first question. So symptoms of whose consciousness does merge in transcendence. How does he speak? What is his language? How does he sit? And how does he walk? Guys, these four things he's asking. General symptoms. So these are this Arjuna's question. Now Krishna is going to give answer that who is self-realized soul, how they will be. So for the these four questions, Krishna will answer. So what is this self-realized means? Who is self-realized person? Self-realized मतलब क्या है? कुछ idea है? Yeah, good. That is one understanding. Anything else? Okay, good. Any try? Self-realized person. Raviraj, you want to try? So as you said, he knows I am not this body, I am soul. And he knows who is God. And he knows what is the relationship between me and God. And how to establish that relation. That also he knows. He is self-realized. Self matlab be, I. Who is that? It refers soul. So he realized that soul. I am the soul. Soul also has Atma and Paramatma. Within us, two souls are there, soul and super soul. Soul is we are, and super soul is God. God is also there within us. Two souls are there within us. So he knows these things. And God also has three futures. One is Brahman. लोग बोलते ना कुछ रूप नहीं भगवान को, सिर्फ ज्योति है बोलते, दैट इज वो पहला रियलाइजेशन है. उसके बाद आते परमात्मा, हमारे अंदर है भगवान, उसको रियलाइज. वो योगीस लोग बहुत तपस्या करते हैं ना, वो लोग प्राणायाम ध्यान करते हैं, ध्यान से वो भगवान को अंदर से देखते हैं. दैट इज परमात्मा रियलाइजेशन. उसके बाद पहला उसके ऊपर आते भगवान रियलाइजेशन. God is there, God has form, and how his form is all given in scripture. How Krishna is, what Krishna's color is, he wears peacock feather, he has flute, that everything is described in scripture. So these things they know, these three future. Some people worship this Nirakar, they don't accept form of the God. That is not complete realization. And uske upar hai Paramatma realization. That is also not complete. Bhagavan realization is complete. Like if you completed PhD means you completed UG also, PG also, right? So something like that it is. PhD means he completed everything. He knows all the knowledge. It is like there is symptom is there for everyone to know. Like how can you understand he's a rich person? Some person is there, he is very rich person. Just by seeing you can understand, right? Like he's coming in some BMW car and he has nice watches, iPhone. Just by seeing that shoes, externally by seeing we can understand. So similarly, a deceased person is there. How can you understand he has some problems of deceased person? हमेशा खांसी कहते हैं और ऐसा थोड़ा by looking only you can understand. So these are all symptoms. Like this self-realized person also has some symptoms. So how to understand that Krishna is going to explain. So this fourth question he asked. So these symptoms you can understand it from Bhagavad Gita. So in that one, most thing is how he speak. That is one thing is there. You can see that. How does he speak? So the speech is a very, very, very important thing. It's a very important quality of a man. If someone speaks nicely, na, he will be having many friends. How to speak if someone knows. Many people they don't know how to interact also. There is one more verse is there. Even in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says in 17th chapter. I will show you. Yeah. Anudvega karam vakyam satyam priyam hitam chayat swadyo api yashanam saiva vamayam tapa uchyate. So here it is said how one has to speak. Krishna is explaining. Speech consists in speaking words that are satyam. Satyam means truth. One should speak truth. One should not lie. It is very difficult nowadays. People, if someone speaks truth, means that is something very big thing. So nowadays, nobody is speaking truth. And then it should be pleasing to others. ऐसा नहीं क्या बोलते साबुन लगा रहे बोलते वैसा नहीं. Really, it should be pleasing to others. You might be seeing some people, you like to talk to him. In your life, you might have came across someone. If you see this person, I like to talk to him, I like to spend time with him. So with that people only we try to connect. Na? We want to be friend with that. So this and beneficial. Not something nowadays what we are speaking is useless talk. Like politics we speak and about many things we speak. That is no use only, no benefit only. Of course, as a student, you are speaking about subject. That is also some use is there because you will get some mark. This is important question, something. But nowadays, people speak so many things which is not at all useful, and it should not agitate others. Means it should not trouble others. These four things Krishna is telling. One is it should be truthful, it should be pleasing to others, and it should be beneficial also. Then it should not be agitating. Agitating मतलब कोई तो आगे कुछ गाली देते हैं, कुछ बोल के जाते हैं, उनको परेशान हो जाते हैं ना. That is agitating. It is said that a foolish person is undiscovered. Like some people you can see he looks very good, right? अच्छा कोट सूट पहन के रहते हैं, पर वो बात करेंगे ना हमको पता चलता है अरे sometimes people बोलना है पागल है क्या ये ऐसा बोल रहे हैं. But externally you look you will not understand. Speech has that power. Some people you see very short and ये क्या बोलने वाले हैं but बात करेंगे ऐसे so he gives such a powerful words. So the speech is very important, but we are not going to become like that. How we should speak, how we should interact with people. One should speak how much it is required. तो ज्यादा लोग बात करते कुछ लोग बात करने के चालू करेंगे बंद नहीं करते बोलते ना बड़बड़ बहुत करते हैं इन्होंने. So not one should not be like that also. The purpose, the way we speak is it should be pleased to others. So now we will see next verse how Krishna is going to answer for all. Next verse. The Supreme Personality of God had said, now he's going to give answer one by one. O Partha. Partha means Arjuna only is telling. When a man gives up all varieties of desire for sense gratification, which arise from mental concoction, and when his mind thus purified finds satisfaction in the self alone, then he is said to be in pure transcendental consciousness. What is sense gratification means? Sense means, how many senses are there? Five senses are. Gratification means enjoying. So general the biggest enemy of this soul is this enjoying mentality. So we waste all of our time in enjoyment only. हम क्यों इतना सब परिश्रम क्यों करते हैं? पढ़ाई करते हैं, ये वो करते हैं, सब कुछ करते हैं किसके लिए? संतुष्ट रहने के लिए. So but we don't know exactly what happiness means. We try to find happiness means happiness in senses only. अभी जाएंगे अच्छा मूवी देखेंगे तो पांच सेंसेस है, पांच सेंसेस को we try to find happiness. Can you give example? What are all, how we can use senses for enjoyment? Which is sense for which enjoyments?
See, meaning of God. Why we can hear
it is outsiders I am asking. How they uses their senses for enjoyment? With the eyes, they watch movies.
Yeah.
With the ears, some music. With the nose, some intoxication things also there na, for nose. Kind of LSD nose. They use their nose. Tongue, whatever is available, they will eat. There is no discrimination. And then skin. For skin, in enjoyment is man-woman affection. Yeah, we saw that also. Some each senses there is some living entity is there. Some example we discussed na? For eyes, one living entity like fish is there. Fish will be in water, so the fisherman will come and try to catch the fish. क्या करते हैं उसमें? वो एक छोटा सा what do you call it? Nail kind of thing he will keep on small rock. Fish will think as soon as he is attracted. Sorry, for fish tongue is given. As soon as he see it will be attracted and it will go and catch that. Wow, what happens? It tears the tongue and it will be struck up. And the fisherman will remove it. Then for eyes given is insect wasp. छोटा वो insect आप देखा ना कभी भी ट्यूबलाइट रहते हैं, it will go and hit the ट्यूबलाइट क्योंकि उसको प्रॉब्लम है आइस में. It is attracted to the light. As soon as it see light and it will go. Similarly, candle also flame. It will see the flame is very nicely dancing. As soon as it will go and enter into the fire. It cannot control only. वो गर्म भी लगता है पास में जाने फिर भी कंट्रोल नहीं, फिर जाते रोस्ट हो जाते. Like this, one animal is one living entity is given, but the only living entity is this human being has problem with all the senses. Everything he wants to enjoy. So this is a very. The problem is what happened. He is wasting so much of time in enjoyment. And okay, he's using so much time. Whether is he getting enjoyment? That is the question. No. Why? Yeah. How? Because everybody is doing. I am also doing. What is the problem? Huh? Okay, but why he is not getting that happiness? Because like rich man is there. We think if I have more money, I'll be happy. If I have two car, I will be happy. If I get some own house, I'll become happy. People have everything, but still he's not happy. Why so? We discussed many times. Exactly, it is temporary. Why so? Exactly. He is doing this for body. We discussed that we are not body, we are soul. Body is temporary, and whatever you try to give for body, that is also temporary. That is the problem. That's why we are wasting our full energy, time, everything, money for this enjoyment. And finally, we are not getting. That's why it is a biggest enemy for the soul. But here it is told that The man gives up all varieties of enjoyment, the sense enjoyment. He doesn't, the self-realized person means he'll be like this. He doesn't try to enjoy sense enjoyment. He knows it is going to give me misery only. How much you try to enjoy, that much misery you are going to get. So he will not get. This enjoyment comes from mental concoction, means from mind. Mind बताते रहते ये करो वो करो ये करो वो करो. Why mind is telling like this? Because mind is not pure. Mind is contaminated. हमको बहुत मन को हम बहुत इनपुट दिया, गलती गलती चीज दिया, इसलिए वो भी गलती चीज करने के लिए ही सोच रहे. Now we have to give proper thing to mind, proper input. So when his mind thus purified, purified मतलब पहले not purified. So we have to purify. How to purify? By doing giving proper input. प्रॉपर पहले इम्प्रॉपर इनपुट दिए, अभी गंदा मूवी देख रहे क्या होते मन में जाके बैठ जाते. फिर वी आल्सो वांट्स टू do some kind of nonsense only. If somebody is seeing, watching, people are drinking, then he will think, I also want to drink. Because they are drinking and they are getting some enjoyment. Let me also enjoy that. Let me try it. So, but now we have to change it. We have to purify it. How? By chanting, by hearing. The same senses we use in, as you said, Lord service. The same senses now we are hearing. The same sense we will chant. Same tongue we use for eating prasadam. In this way, their mind will be purified. So one whose mind thus purified, what will happen? He will find the satisfaction. That line only I am reading. He finds that the real happiness that comes by purifying the mind, not simply trying for sense enjoyment. This is soul enjoyment. The more one tries to enjoy, the more he forget about self-realization. अभी हम इस दुनिया में ही रहेंगे ना, इधर आने के लिए इच्छा नहीं लगता है. मंदिर क्यों जाना है? टाइम पास हो जाए. They think this is time pass. But is really God is there or not? Many people doesn't have that faith also, because they are so much engaged in this enjoyment. They don't want to come to temple. They think it is waste of time. But actually, which is waste of time, they cannot understand. So when the death comes, whatever enjoyment, whatever he accumulates, he has to leave everything. And he will take, the soul will take next body. That all we discussed already. So he forgets everything, whatever, even next birth he will become a beggar, maybe in the same street. So that's why this is waste of time. But one who does little bhakti also, that is going to help him in next life. If he done some 10%, he will start from 11th percentage. That's why one should not take shelter of the senses. Sense and mind always demands. I want. It always demands something. Do this, do that, do that. So one should not hear that. One should hear scripture. One should hear Guru. Then the mind will be understand. The mind will be controlled. So the best thing is, that's why we say chant the holy name. By chanting and then hearing the name, one's mind will be controlled. Then it doesn't like we also have experience, right? As a student, whenever you want to study, immediately mind will go away. You will be studying also, eyes is seeing, mouth is reading, and then nothing goes inside. Because the mind is roaming so much. The mind should be controlled. Okay. So this self-realized person, the symptoms is first symptoms. He always will be satisfied in self alone. Like many people goes to these Himalayas, some yogis are there. They don't have any home. They just live in a cave. But you see, they are very blissful. So they keep pata chalta hai, very happy, they feel very blissful. Because they are satisfied inside. Within they are satisfied. We are externally we speak, how are you? I am fine. How are you? They say I am fine. But internally, kitna problem रहते हैं उनको. But they are not like that. Externally, they may looking big, bird is there, maybe not having dress also. But internally, they are very happy. Okay, we'll go to next question. Okay, this is one important sloka. Dukke sanidvikna sama, dukke sanidvikna manaha. You can continue. Dukke sanidvikna manaha, sukhe suvigata praspraha. Vitaraga bhaya krodha, stitadir muni muchyate. One who is not disturbed in mind, even amidst the threefold miseries. Anybody knows threefold miseries? Very long time back we discussed. That is one misery. This is threefold. There is three types of misery there. One misery is comes from the uh, one comes from his own body and mind. That is one thing. Another one is from other living entity. Even though you are okay, so other person will trouble us. Other living entity may be anything like corona, even mosquito also, problem in sleeping. So then this Adidevik. Adidevik means it comes from natural calamities. अभी बारिश आया, flood आ गया, वो एक problem. और tsunami came, earthquake comes. This another. This type of three types of miseries are there. One is birth, old age, disease, death. Another one is these threefold miseries. One is from own body and mind, adhyatmic. Then adibhautik from other living entity like corona, malaria, dengue, all come. Then another is adidevik from natural calamities. These are the threefold miseries. One who is not disturbed in mind even amidst the threefold miseries are elated when there is happiness. Even problem comes also, happiness comes also, he will not be disturbed. हमको अच्छा चल रहा है मतलब we will be happy, we will not disturb. But some थोड़ा गड़बड़ हो गया भी we cannot be because we are not self-realized. And who is free from attachment, fear, and anger is called a stage of steady mind. Means his mind is controlled, he is determined. So the who is determined, this sloka is telling. Now this sloka and the next sloka, Krishna explains about this. How does he speak? उसका बोल रहे हो. What exactly this question is telling is his intelligence mind will not be affected by others. If somebody says something, हमको गुस्सा आ जाते हैं, थोड़ा कुछ बोलेंगे भी, but this fellow will not be disturbed. You might have seen some sages, somebody chastise him also, he doesn't care. तुकाराम महाराज को कितने लोग क्या क्या गाली देते, you can see did he disturb? He just does his work. Even his wife, own wife, she also beat him, but he was not disturbed. His only goal is vital. He was thinking about God. उनका पूरा meditation उधर ही चलता है. So that's what it is told. And here it is said that you know Muni means, right? You might have heard Muni. Muni means sage. There is Titadir Muni also. Muni means a general person who speculate. Speculate matlab guessing, predicting. They speculate about the conclusion of what is God. So he's just speculating. He doesn't know. He doesn't come to the proper conclusion. This person, he is only God. Krishna is only God, and he is the supreme Lord, and we are his servant. Like this, he doesn't come to the proper conclusion. He keeps on predicts, means speculate both also. But Stitadir Muni, he knows who am I. Already we discussed that self-reason. He is Stitadir Muni. So there is difference between Muni and Stitadir Muni. And he will be aloof from this material world. तो कुछ ऐसा सॉफ्टवेयर कंपनी में पूरा जाके नहीं काम करते. Of course, nowadays it is required. The world has been made like this. Some people, even though they work, many devotees are there, even though they work, but they are actually always thinking about, they know why I am working as a namesake. Shastra gives one nice example for this. You know Paramar love? Paramar love बोलते. मतलब husband wife is there. Wife has one more man, connection with one more man. That is called Paramar love. So wife, what she does, she nicely serves that husband in such a way that husband should not doubt her, but she always thinks about him only. So similarly, yet person, this example is given in scripture. Similarly, person also in this world, he nicely work, nicely serve, but he always think about God. He nicely does everything, but always think about God. That is Paramalo. Like this, people also here also now many devotees are working, many software company, these are they are all working. But their only thing is the purpose their work is they have to maintain the family, maintain even the body also. The needs of the body has to be taken care, not wants. Wants means we cannot satisfied because mind always has more. But need means sufficient. Like 2 BHK, fine. Or 1 BHK, that is fine. Not bungalow. We eat simple chapati and sabji. Not going to 5-star hotel and eat. That is need. Whatever need is there, for that one has to work. So this Muni will not be disturbed by these threefold miseries. कोई हमको कुछ बोलेंगे भी, he will not bother. Or other people trouble him also. Or our own mind also troubles us. Our own mind and our own senses, our own body also troubles. तो कभी-कभी बीमार हो जाते. You cannot study. Exam times, how much it will be troublesome. And somebody chastise, mind disturb हो जाते. So they will not be troubled by this because they know I am not this body or I am not this. I am soul. I have only connection with God. I don't need to bother about all these things. You can see, Prahlad Maharaj, right? Everyone of you know, Nrsimha Bhagavan came to protect Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad. So Prahlad, his father also tried to trouble him in many ways. He tried to kill him. So many ways he found, but he was not troubled. He was just praying to God. But when the time came, Nrsimha Bhagavan came and he killed this Hiranyakashipu. That is the standard of devotee. I gave another example of Tukaram Maharaj also. He was also not troubled. So many people are troubling, means chastising him. His own wife also telling you are not good for, you are not going for job, you are not doing anything, but he was not troubled. And everything was taken care of. Whatever is required, it came only. See, Lord is only giving everyone, right? If somebody wants food, oxygen, and whatever need is there, but who is giving? God only is giving. Even if somebody wants oxygen, some government is arranging or what? हमको क्या time being के लिए कुछ ventilation ही रख सकते, but always Lord is only giving everything. So Lord doesn't give to his devotees. Even an atheistic person Lord is giving. Even an animal Lord is giving. Everyone is taken care by God. In general, people consider happiness means अच्छा कॉलेज में प्लेसमेंट हो गया, अच्छा जॉब मिल गया मुझे, सैलरी भी अच्छा हो गया, ऐसा, and I became IAS. By this something he passed. He got nice car, home. This is what people think is happiness. But this is, as you said, temporary. When the body dies, it will also go away. We discussed this Alexander story. Can you tell in short what exactly how Alexander got such a wonderful realization?
So that, I'm going to the thinking method.
So Alexander, he conquered everything. That's why his name was Great Alexander. But at the time, उनको भी यही हुआ. Another living entity troubled. He got bitten by a mosquito, Indian mosquito. Malaria आ गया. So he came to know that I am going to die. So many doctors came and tried. So he gave these 3 requests. One is he told his minister, after I die, you put my hand out of the coffin. So second thing he told, doctor has to carry me. Third thing is, whatever I earn, gems, diamond, gold, that should be thrown all the way to the graveyard. Then that minister asked, why you said that? He said, my hand should be outside. So because he wants to teach a wonderful lesson. I came with empty hand and going with empty hand. So he is such a great king. He conquered everyone. He had so much money, everything. But he is telling this thing, realization. And doctor has to carry me because no one can save me. If any problem, we go to doctor only, right? Finally, doctor only has to carry me. And then plus jewelries, whatever he had. That time, rupee was not there. Only by gold coin only was there. So he told you should throw it because it will not help you at the time of death. What helps at the time of death is chanting the holy name only. Okay, we'll see next verse. The material world, one who is unaffected by whatever good or evil he may obtain, neither praising it nor despising it, is firmly fixed in perfect knowledge. Same, he will not be affected. Even something good happens, something bad happens also. For us now, we are coming to temple. Somebody may be coming for some week or some month. We started chanting. अभी कुछ हो गया अच्छा चीज. कभी किसी को जॉब नहीं, मंदिर में आए, चैंटिंग करने के चालू किए, जॉब मिल गया मतलब हमको अच्छा लगता है, चैंटिंग अच्छा है, काम कर रहे हैं। पर अभी कुछ गलती हो गया मतलब तुरंत हम सोचेंगे भगवान है क्या, मैं क्यों इधर टाइम पास कर रहा हूँ। बट यू सी इन स्क्रिप्चर all the devotees undergone trouble, all the devotees undergone problem. Pandavas, they are devotees, right? How many problems they undergone? You can see their whole life will be problem only. At the end also, they got kingdom and 36 years something, he then, Yudhishthira Maharaj good, that's it. But they fought and 12 years, they were in 13 years, they were in Vanavas, this much trouble. But they were not thinking that I am trouble, why Krishna is doing with me. He's there with me only and he's giving me trouble. What kind of God he is? They did not think anything because they are self-realized. So that's what we are discussing. If something bad happens also, they did not bother. Something good happens also, they did not become happy. Because I don't have anything to take and give this material world. You can see Bhagavatam, any devotees you take, they undergone problem. Even Prabhupada, he wants to go for preaching. Where? US he went. At what age? 69, almost 70. At the age of 70, he went. While going, he got 2 heart attacks. One more heart attack means he surely would have died. He's going for good purpose only, right? He's going to spread the Bhagavad Gita message only, God message. But why he got this much problem? And after going, he doesn't have any money. He went with 40 rupees. That time Indian rupees, something $3-4 only. That is that time. But he went. He doesn't know which side to go after getting down. Left side or right side I have to go. It is there in book written. Then somehow he went and he started doing everything. Everyone, even Tukaram Maharaj undergone problem. Any other devotees you can see, Prahlad Maharaj we discussed. So many devotees they undergone problem, but they did not consider it as problem. Just the Lord wants to show that, see my devotee, this much problem is there, he is not bothered only. Pandavas, you can see Arjuna, everyone undergone, Bhima also. They gave him poison. They try to kill them in house. They set fire and they want to kill. So the Draupadi, they try to disrobe the sari. Even now also it is very, that time the culture was there. Now culture is very less, but still now also you cannot do that. Amongst all the person and try to disrobe one woman's sari. Now also it is very worst thing. So this much problem they undergone. But every time what they were remembering, God only. Even Durvasa Muni comes, na? He comes in when they were in Vanvas, Durvasa Muni comes to eat. He brings so many thousands of disciples. And then he asks for food. Then whenever Brahmana comes, Kshatriya, householder bolte na, grahasthas, married person, they have to give charity to Brahmanas. That was the system according to Shastra. So Brahmana is Durvasa Muni. He came and he told, I want to eat. We came for a feast. They said, you take bath and come. So they don't know what to do. They had one Akshaya Patra. Remember, you know, right, that past time. So how much you remove the food, it will keeps comes. You remove and fill, and then again it will become full until they was and Draupadi eats. So that day Draupadi eaten also, everything is kept cleaned also. So nothing was remaining. Then they don't know what to do. Durvasa Muni is very dangerous sadhu. If little here and there, he will curse. He'll become very easily angry. So they were very fearful. Then immediately they pray to Krishna. And Krishna appeared and they told that like this the situation. Then he told something will be remain you bring. No, we eaten everything and washed also. Even Bhima also eaten, then you can see. Bhima eaten means everything is finished. So then again Krishna told, please go and see. Then they saw only one rice was stuck in that vessel. So Krishna ate that one rice. As soon as Krishna ate, all the sages thought their stomach is full. We give that example, na? If you want to pour water to a tree, where you have to pour water? At the root. If you pour water to the root, whole tree is nourished, right? And if you want to get nourishment, where you have to put food? Mouth. Even child knows. As soon as it took, it will take in mouth only. Anything. So if you put in mouth, it will go to stomach, whole body is nourished. So like this, if Krishna is happy, everyone will become happy. Krishna ate, he felt, I am full. So everybody became So that much problem they undergone, but they were always happy only. They did not complain. You cannot see Mahabharata. युधिष्ठिर महाराज chastising Krishna. आप भगवान ही है ना, क्यों ऐसा कर रहे? हम आपके लिए इतना पूजा किया है, बहुत कुछ किया है. Nobody they chastise. You cannot find that. So they were still happy because they know I am soul. There is nothing. This body is. See, this is this material world. Always there will be problem because this place is called a duality. There will be always duality. You know duality, right? What is that? Yeah, good, bad. Like wine also you take good side, hot, cold, position will change. This duality is always will be there. Happiness also will be there for some time and then it will go. So you cannot expect, I want to be happy now only, that you cannot expect. Or you are happy now, I want to be happy always, that also you cannot do. How long it will stay, we don't know. And then without endeavoring for misery, it will come. Even though if you so much endeavor for happiness, it will not come. So that's that karma fact will work there. So this duality is there in this world, but it is not there in spiritual world. Okay, we'll discuss one more sloka. Sloka number 58. One who is able to withdraw his senses from sense object, as the tortoise draws its limbs within the cell, is firmly fixed in perfect consciousness. You know, you might have seen tortoise. If you go and try to beat the tortoise, what it will do? It withdraws. That 4 legs or 4 hands or legs, it will pull inside and the head also. Then you beat, उसका cell भी बहुत strong रहते, कितना भी मारो कुछ नहीं होते उसको. So like this Sthitadin Muni, the self-realized soul also, whenever this enjoyment things comes, they will just withdraw. They don't try to enjoy. You know sense object, right? Sense object. Sense is eyes, mobile is sense object. So like, so whenever this type of sense object comes, they don't try to enjoy it. They will withdraw like tortoise. That example is given. Means they are telling like, I was working in Hyderabad. That time, is near my bus stop is there, near my office. There one fast food stall will be there. So itna mirchi, masala dalte. I used to watch until bus comes. People will go cross करके जाते हैं दुकान को, पर वो smell है ना, तो मसाला इतना डालते, वो जानबूझ के ऐसा मसाला डालते. Immediately people will take U-turn and come because that sense object, sense has seen, eyes has seen, nose has smelled. अच्छा लग रहा है, चलो जाएंगे. So this is sense and sense object. So like this only, any sense object you can take. Like woman also you can take, or wealth also, wine also. This WWWW we say 3W, woman, wine, wealth. That's रखो, आ जाएगा भी. Yeah, okay. So when as soon as these people like train में बैठ के रहते हैं, वड़ा पाव जाना है तुरंत लेना है, वो smell आते हैं अच्छे से. So immediately people wants to eat. Even a drunkard also, you see, he may think that I should not drink now. But if he comes across the shop, immediately his mind will get diverted. हमको भी रहते ना, हम we also take ना New Year resolution. ऐसा कुछ लेते हम भी, वो ऐसा लेते, मैं रोज कुछ तो अच्छा चीज करूंगा, something, somebody took, so somebody broken also, everyone. Because our determination is very less. We think आज से मैं रोज पढ़ाई करूंगा आधा घंटा, but कितना दिन चलेगा वो पता नहीं, because our determination is very less. But for them it is not like that. They fixed them is fixed. The senses are like knife. Knife is good or bad? Both. Good also, bad also. But how we use. Similarly, the sense also, how we use. If we use it for enjoyment, then we are going to get sin. If we use it for God, means serving God, then we are going to get bhakti, and then we will be come out from this sinful reaction. The Sthitadin Muni, the self-realized person whom we are talking about, they can engage the senses according to their desire. For example, I want to study now. So they can control the mind and they can only focus on that study. I want to sleep now. Immediately they can. Generally, people those who doesn't get sleep, उनका mind बहुत चंचल में रहते, बहुत घूमते हैं, कुछ से कुछ चीज आते ही रहते. Because mind is very much disturbed. कभी कभी बीच में नींद खुल जाते हैं ना, पता चलेगा आपको माइंड में क्या क्या है, विचलित, बहुत विचलित होता है, मतलब so many thoughts will come. But for them it is not. They can control. Like you are sitting in a JCB and controlling a person. Accordingly, he can control his senses. JCB also हाथ ऐसा ही रहते हैं ना. So similarly, he can control his senses. Bhagavad Gita gives one nice example for this. Rath example gives 5 horses that Rath has, the cart. 5 horses is 5 senses. What is mind? Rope. Intelligent? Huh? Pick up. Driver. कौन वो राशि को पकड़ते हैं? Who is soul in this? Passenger. Body is the Rath. Exactly. So now you will see the senses are not controlled. The 5 horses wants to go in 5 directions. So yeah, either खींच रहे, उधर खींच रहे, so much it is sketching. So the driver also unable to control. It's also so much struggle. एक ऐसा just imagine 1-2 horse ran away also from driver's hand. So what will happen? Who will suffer? The passenger will suffer. The soul will suffer. This is what happening to us. Senses इतना चंचल में है, ये करना है, वो करना है, बहुत इच्छा है हमको. So many desires have. We want to fulfill everything, but we don't have capacity also. For example, as soon as we see big feast is there, we think बहुत खाना है बोल के, but we don't have capacity. We eat more than we have to struggle. In this well, the enjoyment is like that. If you try to enjoy, then you have to struggle also. Means you have to suffer also. Whatever is given that much, if you enjoy, इतना ही खाना है, उतना खाओ, health अच्छा रहेगा. थोड़ा ज़्यादा जाएंगे फिर वो मुश्किल हो जाते हैं. How much it is given? So similarly, this I gave one example is JCB. So there it will be controlled according to that driver, the JCB works. But here that driver unable to control the horses. So this is not non-self-realized person. Self-realized person, he can control the senses and he can engage it according to his desire. Whereas our senses are not controlled now. Mind is not controlled now. So that's why our practice we have to do. So what kind of practice? Spiritual practice for that. There is no material practice is there. Even psychiatrist also doesn't know how the mind is working, how it is functioning. They are just try to analyze. If nothing work out, they will give you a medicine. आपको पूरा mind dull हो जाते, सो जाएंगे. So that's what they can do. One should be master of senses, not servant of senses. Master of senses के लिए गोस्वामी बोलते. Go means senses. Swami means master. We should not be go das. Das means servant. Servant मतलब वो क्या करेंगे? हमेशा सेवा करते ही रहेंगे ना उसको. वैसे ही हम भी से the person the outside is the people, they think I am this body. I have to do all the enjoyment for this body. That's why they are unable to get enjoyment. They are not getting that satisfaction. इतना करने के बाद ही some kind of lackness will be there because they are not doing for the soul. If we are not controlling our senses and mind, then surely we will be stuck up in the sin, and then that birth only disease that is going to happen again and again and again, because the senses demands only for enjoyment. And if you try to fulfill it, is like pouring ghee in a fire. Already the fire is there, you are putting, I think I can subside the fire. You put ghee, what will happen? The fire will increase. The more you try to enjoy, it will increase only enjoyment. It is not something like 2 days I will enjoy, after that I will not enjoy only. It is not going to happen. Any senses it may be. The more you feed, the more it will demand. So the only way is one should tolerate. Prahlad Maharaj says it is like itching. खुजली होते हैं ना, अच्छा लगता है ना, तो खुजली करने के लिए. But what happened? You do 5 minutes, 2 minutes, every 5 minutes you get. पहले पहले अच्छा लगता है, थोड़ा थोड़ा करने पूरा रेडिश बन जाती, खून भी आ जाते. So this enjoyment is like this. Beginning it will be good, but like drunkard. पहले first time he may be going with friends, and he drinks, he finds some good. Acha hi lag raha hai. So 2 days, 3 days, but gradually he'll become addicted. Then you see what happens to him. He cannot come out only. Without that liquor, he cannot survive. He may steal, he may kill also other person for money to buy liquor. So that is the problem to try to enjoy the senses. It will lead us to such an extreme thing. This is also an important verse. Visaya vinivartante niraharasya dehina raso varjam raso apyasya param drishtva nivartate. So this verse is telling about controlling the senses is very difficult. But then how we can come out? For that we should give higher taste. Let us read the translation. Though the embodied soul may be restricted from sense enjoyment, the taste for sense enjoyment, the sense object remains. But ceasing such engagement by experiencing a higher taste is fixed in consciousness. Somebody understood? Okay, we'll discuss. So when we try to restrict the senses by some rules and regulation, like it is something like we take resolution, na? I should not do something. I will not go there. If I go there, I will smoke. So I will not go there only. This all kind of restriction. We are trying to controlling the senses. It is like big ball is there, trying to put inside the water. अंदर रख दिया इसको अंदर. कितना अंदर लेके जा रही है उतना स्पीड बाहर आएगा. So the senses are something like that. You try to restrict so much, then immediately you see one day it will come and it will itna you cannot control it. It will do it such a way. Like diabetic person is there. He should not eat sweet. But it is not that he is free from now sweet. He has the desire. That's what the line is telling. Though the embodied soul may be restricted from sense enjoyment, like diabetic person is not eating sweet, but the taste of sense object remains. उनको स्वीट के ऊपर बहुत इच्छा है, ऐसा नहीं उनको वो खा रहे नहीं. But one day what he will do if nobody is there, immediately he will eat, and then उनका कुछ तो problem हो जाते हैं. There is difference between restriction and control. Restricting means before control. Like you are pouring the water from tube. If you stop the water with your hand, can you stop? थोड़ा थोड़ा पानी फिर भी बाहर आते हैं, मुख में भी आते हैं ना. That is like restricting. Control means close the tap. Water will not come. There is a difference. So unless one is not pure in mind, means words, deeds, thought both. Things. Words means we should speak pure thing, not something nonsense. We should think good thing also. That is also not possible nowadays. People externally they feel good, but internally they may be thinking something bad about others. Always some bad thoughts are going on. That also not there. And action. So these three things should be pure. उसके लिए हम साधना कहते हैं उसके लिए. So unless we are not pure, what will happen? The same, the contaminated senses mind will be there. It always demands for this enjoyment only. So the more you try to enjoy, the more you are going to suffer again. So then how how we can then control the senses? The last line says param drishtva nivartate, by higher taste. Like Prabhupada gives the example, beggar is there. Beggar के पास क्या रहते खाने का? पुराना कल का chapati or something stale food. That things only he will be having. But you give him very nice plate full of wonderful items. Rice, dal, sabzi, pakodi, जो भी है अच्छा अच्छा चीज दिया. तुरंत वो क्या करेंगे? वो उनका बैग फेंक देंगे. आपको हम रोज ऐसा ही देंगे. So he is not going to take them that old chapati or something. So similarly, we are also give that higher taste. Now we are doing is lower taste. Why it is lower taste? Because animal also doing the same thing. What are the four things? Everyone does. Common four things. Yeah. Eating we also do, animal also doing, right? Sleeping, and then having children, and then defending. These four things all the living entities trying to do. And our enjoyment also from this only. Eating, acha acha khana chahiye. बड़ा होटल जाना चाहिए, स्लीपिंग के लिए बड़ा घर, so much comfort we expect na, nice bed, something like that. Then defending also, for defense also we keep money, some money in bank. So this four thing all the living entities does. That's why it is lower thing. Don't do what animal is doing. Rishabhadev says, you know that Rishabhadev had in Srimad Bhagavatam. Rishabhadev is also one of the incarnation of God. He said to his sons, don't do this enjoyment, because animal is also doing the same thing. You have got the human body. Human body has the capacity to understand who are you. Animal cannot understand. I am soul. You cannot find some animals, 10 animals are sitting and then talking about God. No, only human being can understand, because that intelligent knowledge is given to human being only. So you don't do the same thing what animal is doing. Use it for higher purpose. This is higher taste. So why doing this bhakti? अभी हमको मुश्किल लगता है, जैसे जब करने के लिए अच्छा नहीं है, सुबह सुबह उठना है, वो भी मुश्किल है, but gradually one will get the taste. It is like proper give example of this jaundice person. Jaundice person doesn't, if you give him sweet also, it will be bitter for him. Because of the disease, the tongue lost the taste only. Everything it feels bitter. But the medicine is that sugar candy only. It keeps eat, then slowly the sweetness will come. So only now we have taken so many births. The soul has undergone to many body, one body to the, and many body also, human body, animal body, all the bodies, that all mentality is there within us. So that's all now coming out. There's two bodies there, right? Susma Stula, gross subtle. Gross body is made up of Panchamahabhut, earth, water, fire, air, ether. Subtle body is made up of? Huh? Mind. Man, buddhi, ahankar. Mind losing. So this is subtle body. At the time of death, this gross body is dies. The subtle body, what happens? It allows with the soul, it will enter into next body. That's why this पुनर्जन्म याद पूरा आया बोलते हैं ना, वो कैसे आते हैं? वो मन है, मन में सब स्टोर हो जाते हैं. Similarly, we in many bodies we have done many things. As a dog, that type of one type of enjoyment. As a pig, what pig likes to eat? Everyone knows that enjoyment is there. उसको वही अच्छा लगेगा. You can make nice butter halwa and make still it doesn't like, but it likes that item. So one body we have undergone many enjoyment, that everything is there in mind. Those things only is now coming. Same that animal propensity, same eating, sleeping, mating. But this body has that capacity. It needs help. Like Arjuna was also telling, I will not fight. I don't want this. They are all my relatives. Then the Guru came, who is Krishna. When he gave knowledge, then he is awakened. Yes, I will fight now. Similarly, we need someone Guru. So we will stop here. So 59 verse we will discuss from next week onwards. Anybody has any question? Okay, any question, any doubts you have, you can ask. Everything is clear? So then we can have prasada.
Yes,
Thank you very
everything
much.
clear.
Even though it
Thank you.
was raining, I thought many may not come, but still you came. Thank you. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Thank you very much, sir. It was a nice session.
Stula means grass body. कारण शरीर पता नहीं वो क्या है. हिंदी में पता नहीं मुझे. इंग्लिश में क्या है मालूम है? हाँ? ठीक है. So if there is no question, you can wash hand and come. You can one either hand wash करके आ सकते.
Hare
Prem
Krishna.
Prabhu.
Suma, I am working
You
with
can also take
Sri-
prasad. This is khichdi only. It is good. Millet है. मैंने